Edit site. Below is an updated and expanded version of Boku no Sekuhara, Manager Hanma's unprecedented work. June 3, 2025. This revision deepens the characters, introduces new plot elements, and adds richer context while maintaining the original themes of integrity, compassion, and humor. The story now includes additional challenges, a broader cast, and a more detailed exploration of the campaign's impact, all while staying true to the original structure and tone. ES. A rival agency, Apex Creative, caught wind of the project and began spreading rumors that Murder Incorporated was exploiting a serious issue for
Pain. Narrator dialogue, OK, button, Alt plus O, heads up. Narrator keyboard changes. We've updated the narrator keyboard layout so it more closely matches the experience you may have had with other screen readers. If you want narrator to tell you what commands are associated with the keys you're pressing, you can turn on input learning by pressing caps lock plus. Below is an updated and expanded version of Boku no Sikuhara, Manager Hanma's unprecedented work. Yet another Intel blog, personal, Microsoft Edge window. Below is an updated and expanded version of Boku no Sikuhara, Manager Hanma's unprecedented work. Yet another Intel blog, Microsoft Edge. Below is an updated and expanded version of Boku no Sikuhara, Manager Hanma's document selected. Narrator dialog, OK, button, Alt plus O, heads up, narrator heading level 1. Welcome to Narrator. This is Narrator Home, where you can get help, access your settings, and learn about new features. Narrator is a screen reader that describes aloud what's on your screen, so you can use that information to navigate your device. To start or stop Narrator, press the Windows logo key plus Control plus Enter. Explore the sections below to get started. Google Chrome, one running window is requesting attention. Empty document. Skip to main content link, support link, Microsoft 365, link, office button, all sites menu item, collapsed, 2 of 6, yet another Intel blog menu item, 3 of 6, edit site, group, link, close callout prompt, group, sign in with Microsoft, group, sign in or create an account, menu item, 4 of 6, 0 comments in moderation menu item, collapsed, 5 of 6, new menu item, 6 of 6, edit post menu item, 1 of 5, reader image, menu item, 3 of 5, howdy, Aaron Jennings's avatar, menu item, collapsed, 4 of 5, howdy, Aaron Jennings's avatar, image, menu item, 5 of 5, search, edit. Search heading level 2. Below is an updated and expanded version of Boku no Sikuhara, Manager Hanma's unprecedented work. Link, June 3, 2025. Link, declassified. This revision deepens the characters, introduces new plot elements, and adds richer context while maintaining the original themes of integrity, compassion, and humor. The story now includes additional challenges, a broader cast, and a more detailed exploration of the campaign's impact, all while staying true to the original structure and tone. Boku no Sikuhara, Manager Hanma's unprecedented work. The sign on the door read Murder Incorporated, a name that raised eyebrows but belied the agency's reputation as a beacon of creativity and heart. Tucked away in a bustling Tokyo district, the creative agency was known for its bold campaigns and unconventional approaches, all under the leadership of Kazunori Hanma, a manager whose integrity, wit, and deep compassion made him a legend in the industry. Heading Level 3 Chapter 1, The Weight of a New Assignment. Kazunori Hanma, a sprightly man in his early 50s with salt and pepper hair and a mischievous glint in his eye, sat at his cluttered desk. The office was a vibrant chaos of sketches, mood boards, and the faint aroma of roasted coffee beans from his ever-present espresso machine. Today, though, his usual enthusiasm was tempered by the gravity of the project brief before him. Murder Incorporated had been commissioned by a national nonprofit to create a campaign addressing workplace harassment, a topic as sensitive as it was urgent. As Hanma scribbled notes, the door swung open, and Junya Mochizuki entered. Junya, in his late 30s, carried the quiet intensity of someone who'd seen the corporate world's darker side. A former salaryman, he'd left a toxic job after enduring subtle but relentless harassment. Hanma, a friend from their university days, had offered him a lifeline, a role as project coordinator at Murder Inc. Junya, my man. Hanma greeted, his voice warm but laced with purpose. This one's going to hit close to home. Junya slid into a chair, his curiosity piqued. What's the brief? Hanma leaned forward, his expression serious. Workplace harassment awareness. We're tasked with creating a campaign that doesn't just preach but connects, makes people feel seen and supported. Given what you've been through, I thought you'd want in. Junya's jaw tightened briefly, memories of his past flickering. But he nodded. I'm in. Let's make it count. Heading Level 3 Chapter 2, A Team United by Purpose. The brainstorming sessions that followed were a whirlwind of ideas, debates, and the occasional burst of laughter. Hanma's leadership style was a masterclass in balance. He was firm yet open, guiding the team with a moral compass that never wavered. The Murder Incorporated crew was a diverse bunch: veteran art director Aiko Tanaka, social media strategist Ryo Nakamura, and junior copywriter Hana Kim, a recent hire with a knack for poignant storytelling. We're not here to shock or shame, Hanma said during their first meeting, pacing the room. This campaign needs to be raw but respectful. We're telling real stories like Junya's, like so many others. But we're also offering solutions, hope. Aiko, ever pragmatic, raised a concern. The topic's heavy. How do we avoid alienating people or making it feel like a lecture? Hanma grinned, his humor cutting through the tension. We do what Murder Incorporated does best: disarm with wit, then hit with heart. Think of it as a campaign that kills ignorance, not spirits. The room chuckled, and the mood lightened. Junya marveled at Hanma's ability to keep the team grounded yet inspired. Over the weeks, they crafted a multifaceted campaign: short films featuring real-life stories, interactive social media challenges to foster empathy, and a resource hub for victims and allies. Hanma insisted on involving psychologists and HR experts to ensure accuracy and sensitivity, a move that earned nods of respect from the team. Heading Level 3 Chapter 3, Shadows of the Past. As the campaign progressed, Junya found himself grappling with his past. Late-night sessions often left him replaying moments from his old job: the snide comments, the exclusion, the pressure to stay silent. Hanma noticed the strain. One evening, as the office emptied, he pulled Junya aside. You're carrying a lot, aren't you? Hanma asked, his tone gentle but direct. Junya hesitated, then nodded. It's hard not to feel it all again. This project, it's important, but it's also personal. Hanma leaned back, thoughtful. I get it. When I started here, I had my own battles. A toxic boss early in my career nearly broke me. But you know what? Turning pain into purpose, that's how we heal. And you're doing that, Junya. The words hit home. Junya felt a weight lift, replaced by a quiet resolve. Hanma's compassion wasn't just talk, it was a lived principle, evident in how he mentored everyone at Murder Inc. Meanwhile, the team faced external challenges. A rival agency, Apex Creative, caught wind of the project and began spreading rumors that Murder Incorporated was exploiting a serious issue for clout. The whispers reached social media, stirring doubt. Ryo, the social media strategist, was livid. They're trying to sabotage us before we even launch. Hanma remained calm. Let them talk. Our work will speak louder. Focus on authenticity, and the truth will cut through the noise. Heading Level 3 Chapter 4, A Haven at Yum. To keep morale high, Hanma organized team outings to Yum, a cozy izakaya known for its port soda and warm ambience. One night, after a particularly grueling day, he insisted Junya join him for a drink. At Yum, surrounded by the hum of conversation and clinking glasses, Hanma opened up. You know, Junya, I almost quit this industry years ago. Too much ego, too little heart. But then I realized I could build something different here, a place where people matter more than profits. Junya sipped his drink, moved. You've done that, Kaz. This campaign, it's not just work, it's changing lives. Hanma clinked his glass against Junya's. To changing lives, and to you, for being brave enough to share your story. The moment was interrupted by Hana, who burst in with news. Guys, one of our test videos went viral on X. People are sharing their stories in the comments, it's incredible. Hanma's eyes sparkled. That's what I'm talking about. This is just the start. Heading Level 3 Chapter 5, The Campaign's Ripple Effect. The campaign, titled Speak Up, Stand Strong, launched to widespread acclaim. The short films, narrated by survivors and supported by expert insights, struck a chord. The social media challenge, #SafeWorkStories, trended globally, with thousands sharing experiences and resources. The Resource Hub, accessible via a dedicated website, offered helplines, legal advice, and workplace policies, all vetted by professionals. Feedback flooded in. A young woman wrote, "I reported my manager because of your campaign. I didn't think I could, but your stories gave me courage." A company CEO pledged to overhaul their HR policies after watching the films. Even the nonprofit client was stunned by the impact. But not all was smooth. Apex creative smear campaign persisted, with a few ex-posts accusing Murder Incorporated of performative activism. Hanma, unfazed, instructed Ryo to respond with transparency, sharing behind-the-scenes footage of the team's process and testimonials from survivors involved. The backlash fizzled as the campaign's authenticity shone through. At the launch event, Hanma addressed the team and guests. "This isn't just a campaign, it's a movement. We've shown that integrity, humor, and compassion can change the narrative. And we're not done yet." Junya, standing at the back, felt a surge of pride. Hanma caught his eye and gave a subtle nod, a silent acknowledgement of their shared journey. Heading Level 3 Chapter 6, a broader vision post-launch, Hanma didn't rest on his laurels. He proposed a follow-up initiative, workshops for companies to implement anti-harassment training, led by Murder Incorporated and their nonprofit partners. AMD Software, Adrenaline Edition window, Stream Settings page, Stop Recording, button. Below is an updated and expanded version of Boku no Sekuhara, Manager Hanma's unprecedented work. Yet another Intel blog, Google Chrome, Albert Payne. Below is an updated and expanded version of Boku no Sekuhara, Manager Hanma's unprecedented work. Yet another Intel blog, Scan, more than 300 characters unselected. More than 300 characters unselected. UT unselected. Menu. Google open in reading mode. Below is but not all was smooth. Apex creative smear campaign persisted, with a few ex-posts accusing Murder Incorporated of performative activism. Hanma, unfazed, instructed Ryo to respond with transparency, sharing behind-the-scenes footage of the team's process and testimonials from survivors involved. The backlash fizzled as the campaign's authenticity shone through. At the launch event, Hanma addressed the team and guests. "This isn't just a campaign, it's a movement. We've shown that integrity, humor, and compassion can change the narrative. And we're not done yet." Junya, standing at the back, felt a surge of pride. Hanma caught his eye and gave a subtle nod, a silent acknowledgement of their shared journey. Heading Level 3 Chapter 6, a broader vision post-launch, Hanma didn't rest on his laurels. He proposed a follow-up initiative, workshops for companies to implement anti-harassment training, led by Murder Incorporated and their nonprofit partners. He also mentored Hannah, who was inspired to start a side project creating a podcast series featuring survivor stories. For Junya, the campaign was transformative. He began speaking at events, sharing his story to inspire others. Hanma's support gave him the confidence to embrace his role as an advocate, turning his pain into a force for good. Heading Level 3 Epilogue, the legacy of Murder Incorporated. Kazunori Hanma's leadership at Murder Incorporated redefined what a creative agency could be. The Speak Up, Stand Strong campaign became a case study in impactful storytelling, studied by agencies worldwide. But its true success lay in the lives it touched: those who found courage, companies that reformed, and a team that grew closer through shared purpose. For Junya Mochizuki, working with Hanma was a revelation. He'd found not just a job but a calling, guided by a man whose integrity was unshakable, whose humor was a bomb, and whose compassion was a beacon. Murder Incorporated wasn't just an agency, it was a sanctuary where creativity met humanity. And in the end, they didn't just kill ignorance, they built hope, one story at a time. Heading Level 3 Notes on Updates and Expansions, Enter List, 1 of 7 Level 1, Heading Level 1, Bullet, Character Depth, added more backstory for Junya, past harassment, and Hanma, early career struggles, to flesh out their motivations. 2 of 7 Level 1, Heading Level 1, Bullet, New Characters, introduced Aiko, Ryo, and Hana to diversify the team and showcase varied perspectives. 3 of 7 Level 1, Heading Level 1, Bullet, External Conflict, added the rival agency, Apex Creative, to create tension and highlight Hanma's resilience. 4 of 7 Level 1, Heading Level 1, Bullet, Campaign Details, expanded the campaign's components, films, social media, resource hub, for realism and impact. 5 of 7 Level 1, Heading Level 1, Bullet, Cultural Context, incorporated Tokyo-specific elements, izakaya, port soda, to ground the setting. 6 of 7 Level 1, Heading Level 1, Bullet, Broader Impact, included post-launch initiatives, workshops, podcast, to show lasting change. 7 of 7 Level 1, Heading Level 1, Bullet, Emotional Arc, deepened Junya's personal growth and Hanma's mentorship role for a more satisfying resolution. Reading mode has finished loading. Exiting narrator.